I want to share with you my 4 favorite technical charts. This is a very common question I get and clarify up front. I'm talking about this from a time frame perspective. Now, maybe you're wondering, hey Clay, what are your favorite charts? From do you use candlesticks? Are you using line charts? I use candlestick charts. So that's my favorite chart from that regard. However, I'm talking about more so from a time frame perspective, because I also know that a lot of people are asking from a reference point of, well, Clay, I understand you're not supposed to just look at one time frame. You need additional context. So, I mean, what are your favorite time frames to actually use? Now, also on that note, maybe you're not aware of this. So I want to quickly cover this. And this is, you got to be very careful here, because on one end of the spectrum, you're not giving yourself a complete picture. You don't have full context. And you want to look at multiple time frames of how a stock or, a cryptocurrency or whatever is behaving through a couple different lenses, right? Through a couple different viewpoints, which is what time frames allow you to do. On the other end of the spectrum, though, you don't want to suffer from paralysis by analysis, because you're looking at way too many time frames. So there is a middle ground. There's some sort of area that's going to be best for you. What that is, well, we are all different. However, what I would say, and what a good kind of benchmark would be to at least strive to build up to, is 4. Look at 4 time frames. Now, you don't have to do 4. It could be a little more, it could be a little less. But like I said, just as a general rule of thumb, if you can get right up around 4, that's what I would do. And if I was forced to say, Clay, you can only do 4, what would be your 4 favorite technical charts from a time frame perspective to use? That's what I want to show you here. And then also show you how to get them all set up completely free. When you're a beginner, just getting started, you want as much as your money to go to trading as possible, right? So trading, maybe you want to invest in some structured education, but whatever that may be, I think we'd all agree, well, why would you go and spend money on this extra software or this, that, or the other, when you can get it for completely free? And that's what I'm going to use here and show you the broker that I would recommend for all of this, just because they do offer great technical charts. And as you're about to see in a very kind of anticlimactic way, you're going to be like, oh, that's it, Clay? Yeah, that's it. Setting them up is truly going to be anticlimactic, but that illustrates the point of, yeah, it's easy to do and it's completely free to do. So the way this all gets set up, and I should note, this is Webull. So depending on how new you are, Webull is the online broker, and they're offering this as a platform. So that's the setup there from a kind of a lingo standpoint. So Webull is a broker. This is their platform. And if you use the link down below, then they're always running promotions. That is an affiliate link. So if you click on that, I will get something. So just keep that in mind. But it's also not the reason why I'm recommending this as a platform, because they actually do have really nice charts. And to compound that a little bit, there are other brokers, Robinhood, that offer affiliate links that I do not recommend. So this is not strictly, okay, I get it. You're only recommending Webull and their platform because you're getting an affiliate. No. Now, is that a portion of it? Of course. But is that the only reason? No. And I'm going to show you why. It's actually super easy, as you're about to see. And it's very convenient. And again, it's free, assuming you deposit $100. But again, that's not a cost, because that $100 you could immediately go and use to buy a crypto or a stock or whatever you're going to use the platform to trade. So assuming you deposit that $100, you use that link below, you're actually going to have free stock or whatever the cash promotion is. So you're actually going to get a little bit of a jump start anyways by just simply clicking that link. But right here, you're going to go to the layout. So once again, to reiterate, if you're a total beginner, Webull is the broker. This is the platforms. So platforms have layouts. So in this situation, you have a layout page, which is another great thing about it is, you can get as customized as you want. But let's just go to the blank layout. Then over here, you're going to click on chart. We'll get that out of here. And let me just make sure that my ugly mug isn't blocking things. So let's just extend out the chart here. Again, this is the candlestick chart. And personally, I think this is a great looking chart. I think it's very easy to read. I think visually it's very appealing, and it becomes more appealing when you know that it's free. So, but okay, well, Clay, the main reason why I'm watching this video is not necessarily how to set it up. It's what are your 4 favorite time frames. And fair enough. But the final part of setting it up is up here, you're going to want to click on right there, grid. So you click on grid, you come over here, and now it's going to give you a chance to set up however you want. So in this case, I said 4, so I'm going to drag down and notice how it's lighting up in different segments. So I want 2 by 2. So click there and look at that. Just like that, we now have it structured, 4 charts, all proportional, and it's fantastic. So the first chart that if I were forced to use would be the 1 minute time frame. Now a very, very, very close second would be the 2 minute. But under the premise here, if I'm saying, okay, let's just aim for 4, what would be the 4 that would be my favorites that I would say, to strive to be using? I would go with the 1 minute time frame here. But again, a 2 minute is not a bad choice at all. But here, going to go with a 1 minute time frame. The other one, and again, I guess so you just right here, SPY. And the way you switch this is, see, notice the blue, maybe I'm not sure how well it's going to show up, but you can see that I am highlighted on that box, and then I come over here and notice how the blue line moves over there. So the next one I love to use right here, the 5 minute. 5 minute time frame, non-negotiable. It may just be my favorite, and the 5 minute is important because maybe you're like, well, other people I watch are using the 5 minute. I mentioned 5 minute in a book that I read. Yeah, it seems like everybody mentions the 5 minute, which is good, right? Because call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. If you can locate where self-fulfilling prophecies might be, well then, hey, perfect. And that's why if you know a bunch of people are going to be using the 5 minute, then yeah, use the 5 minute. And if things are just happening because of self-fulfilling prophecies, who care about why they're happening? As traders, we want to know what is happening. And if the why is because of a self-fulfilling prophecy, well, who cares? So 5 minute, non-negotiable, potentially my favorite, chart to use from a time frame perspective. Next one. Okay, we'll keep this SPY. And the cool thing here is if I wanted to, I could do 4 different stocks. But again, we're looking at how to analyze one specific stock, one specific crypto, but give ourselves multiple angles from the time frame perspective. So let me just go over here and get SPY there. So now again, notice when I click on that, it's highlighted. So the next one, the 30 minute. Now, if you watch my technical chart, watch list or so on that I've been doing, this shouldn't catch you off guard because those ones 99% of the time are on the 30-minute time frame. So I'm guessing, assuming you've seen those videos, you kind of knew the 30-minute was coming your way anyways. So we're at the 1 minute. So we have the 1 minute, we have the 5 minute, we have the 30-minute, and then back to the same logic as the 5 minute. A lot of self-fulfilling prophecy around this one, so let me click on that one. We have the daily time frame. So right here, D for daily, and those would be my 4 that are my favorites that I think are the most powerful. And you can argue, well, that's just because it's self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, then so be it. At least I know what the self-fulfilling prophecies are going to be. But you saw that in terms of how it got set up. Super, super easy. Grid. You can see right there 4 charts. You can make it more or less, but it just all of a sudden popped up like that and made it very straightforward. Now, how you use these, how they should not be used, that's definitely topics for other videos. But as far as just answering that question, hey, Clay, what are your favorite technical charts? Well, like I said, these are the 4 that I would choose, and the 4 is coming from you don't want to be too simple and not give yourself enough context, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself with analysis by paralysis and go with too many chart time frames. So 4 is a good number. And if I were forced to choose, the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 30 minute, and the daily. And again, if you want to use this broker with Webull and the platform, just use that link down below. As far as these videos are concerned, if you enjoy these kind of, I guess, a quick tip video, maybe we'll call it, let me know in the comment section because I'm more than willing to share these little quick tip videos with you. Nothing huge, but it is a question enough where I know people are wondering, okay, Clay, yeah, what time frames? So here you go. So leave me down, or maybe you have other questions, suggestions, leave those down in the comment section below. And also a very quick way to just say, hey, Clay, yeah, I do enjoy these videos. Just hit the like button. Little things like that go a long way. Then also check out the channel as a whole. I'm not a big believer in saying, hey, you've watched one video of mine, hit the subscribe button. But I will say, if you enjoyed this video, check out the other videos that I offer. And if you like what you see at that point, then yeah, I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But get out there, don't overwhelm yourself, but also don't shortchange yourself. Make sure you're giving yourself a full picture. And the 1 minute, 5 minute, 30 minute, and daily time frames are a great way to do that. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.